Are you equipped to use Syspro's AP invoice processing program? This video is an easy guide to mastering the AP invoice processing program. Stay tuned to learn more about the accounts payable module. Welcome to today's video. In today's video, we're going to take a look at invoice processing in the Syspro accounts payable module. With that said, let's get started. This video will include the following: posting a local currency supplier invoice, posting a foreign currency supplier invoice, posting a credit note against an existing invoice, and lastly, posting a debit note against an existing invoice. We're going to start by going to accounts payable, and we're going to go to invoice processing, and we're going to then select AP invoice posting. And we're just going to make the screen bigger. So you're going to make sure that the transaction type is invoice. And here we're going to enter the supplier code, and we're going to tap off. And now you can enter the details. And here we're going to enter the invoice number, 6305, and we're going to tap off. And we're going to tap off to the transaction amount. And we're going to tap off all the way to the transaction reference. The transaction reference can be referring to your purchase order. So that's what we're going to do in this example. Okay, and we're going to say 209. Okay, I'm going to tap off. Here we're going to type in the journal notation. After that, we're going to then select the GL distribution. We're going to say OK. And here we're going to enter the ledger code. And we're going to tap off. And we're going to make sure that the amount is 250. And we're going to then post. We're going to close the program. And after you close the program, you're going to see your general journal at the corner right there. And that's it. We're going to go to accounts payable, and we're going to go to invoice processing, and we're going to go to AP invoice posting. And we're just going to make this bigger. Again, we're making sure that the transaction type is invoice. And here we're going to enter the supplier code, and we're going to tap off. Again, the invoice. Okay. And we're going to tap off. So we're going to then come all the way to transaction amount. And we're going to enter the transaction amount. And we're going to tap off, and we're going to then come to the transaction reference. Okay, again, here you can put in the purchase order. Okay, and we're going to tap off journal notation. It can be anything. So in my case, it's going to be, okay, bicycle accessories. There we go. And Now we're going to make sure that we have added the exchange rate. First, we're going to deselect the GRN matching required. Going to deselect that, and we're going to scroll down all the way down to foreign currency, and we're going to make that wider. And now we're going to just make sure that the exchange rate is the correct exchange rate. As you can see, this is the incorrect exchange rate, and we're just going to manually type in the exchange rate. And we're going to then go to the GL distribution. Again, we're going to enter the ledger code. Going to tap off. We're going to now post. And we're going to close the program. Again, you'll see the journal number appear on the screen, and we're done. I hope you are finding this video informative. We just took you through AP invoice posting, posting a local currency supplier invoice, and posting a foreign currency supplier invoice. Before we continue with the video, please make sure that you like, subscribe, and comment which videos you'd like to see next, and hit that notification bell. Now let's continue. We're going to go to accounts payable, and we're going to go to invoice processing, and we're going to go to AP invoice posting, and we're just going to make this bigger. Now the transaction is going to be different because we're doing a credit note. So instead of leaving it on invoice, we're going to now select credit note, and here we're going to enter the supplier code, and we're going to tap off. On invoice, we're going to look for an invoice. So we're going to click on the magnifying glass, and we're going to come all the way here on invoice filter options, and we're going to select display retained invoices. And we're going to restore defaults. Okay, and we're going to look for a specific invoice. That is 1057, and we're going to select. And we're going to tap off. So now we're going to enter the transaction amount. And we're going to then tap off all the way to the transaction reference. And here again, our reference is going to be our purchase order. Okay. And we're going to tap off. Our journal notation could be anything. In this example, it's going to be overcharge for, okay, let's just type it in there. Invoice 1057. Okay. And we're going to make sure that this is deselected. And we're going to then click on GL distribution. And here we're going to enter the ledger code. And we're going to tap off. And we're going to make sure the amount is 90. And we're going to post. And we're going to close this program. Again, the journal number will pop up on the screen, and that's it. We're going to go to accounts payable, and we're going to go to invoice processing, and we're going to go to AP invoice posting. I'm just going to make this bigger. For transaction type, this time we're going to select debit note. And we're going to enter the supplier code, and we're going to tap off. Here we're going to enter the invoice number, and we're going to tap off and enter the amount, and we're going to tap off all the way to transaction reference, and again the purchase order right here. and we're going to tap off on journal notation. We're going to then put in the reason. And we're going to deselect the GRN matching required. We're going to then select GL distribution. And here we're going to enter the ledger code. We're going to tap off and we're going to make sure the amount is 50 and we're going to post. We're going to close this program and on your corner right there, you'll see your journal number. And that's it. We have reached the end of today's video. Please be sure to like, comment which videos you'd like to see next, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any of our new uploads. Connect with us on LinkedIn and a link is in the description below. Thank you for watching this video.